So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another album review of The Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today we're going to talk about the brand new album by the band The Story So Far, and it's called I Want to Disappear. So, The Story So Far is a pop punk band, and they've been around now a few years, and I've always listened to their records here and there. So, this is a new record, 10 tracks, and it's 28 minutes. And it's a record that deals with grief, especially with the loss of the singer Parker Cannon's dad to throat cancer. That inspired a lot of the lyrics that are on this record. So you would think that a record, especially in pop punk, that's usually upbeat, that it's such a lyrical theme that it's not an easy subject matter. You would think that maybe the album would be slower at times, but no, it's actually a pretty fast pop punk record. Almost all the songs are fast, and something that the Story So Far really do very well with this record is the lyrics. The lyrics on this album are amazing. Sometimes with pop punk, you have the bands that they have the ones that are more catchy, like full of vulgar humor, and I like those type of bands too. But when a band can do this style with this subject matter and make it fun, even though it's a subject matter that it's nothing there's nothing funny about losing loved ones. So the way that they do this, they make them in a way that almost the songs, if you listen to them and you're not paying attention to the lyrics, you might think it's about breaking up with a girlfriend or something like that. But no, it's deeper, because losing a loved one, it's different than losing relationships. It's deeper stuff. Like, for example, listening to this album, I got something from I think I could relate with what Parker was singing on. So it has 10 tracks. It starts with All This Time, which that was the lead single that they put out. And let me just read some of the lyrics for you. It says, all this time you just been counting down, making plans for when you're not around, and taking shells out of this loaded gun, screaming out until my voice is numb. And then they go, so you just say you want out when we can. Stop all this pain now. How many seasons you're not around, I spread your ashes onto the ground. So, wow, this is the song opener, and it's all about coming to realization that your loved one maybe was already making plans that they wanted to die. In this case, because cancer, it's a very bad disease that your loved ones suffer a lot. So I thought this song was so good, not only lyrically, but the music. The music is very fast, upbeat in a way, but with a very, sad lyrics to it. But yeah, right off the bat, you get those amazing lyrics. And it goes into Watch You Go, which is another fast pop punk song. And again, it's all about that part of grief where you're letting go of your loved one. And again, great. The next song that they put out, the Letter Band, I thought that was a little bit changing pace, and the very catchy chorus again with that song. And you got songs that are go fast, like Jump the Gun, Big Blind, Nothing to Say, which are all pretty pop punk tracks, very fast-paced riffing, great choruses on all of them. But the other song that really hit me was Keep You Around. So Keep You Around, it's all about when that person that you love is gone, and you're I still think about you, so how do I keep you around? So it's you keep them around in your memories. And again, I could relate to this because back in 2003, I lost my grandfather. He had cancer, more of the lungs, but I could really, reading the lyrics and listening to the songs, I could really relate to it. Even though that this is not about me, I think that what Parker Cannon did perfectly in these lyrics is that you can relate to them, because I think it's universal, losing loved ones, not only to cancer but other diseases. And yeah, it was, I couldn't help but think of my grandfather, who I miss every day. And yeah, it was just such a great track. And again, the emotion and the way that Parker sings just bring these lyrics home for me so much. Then you have a track that is the last track that is more fast pop punk, which is "You're Still in My Way," and I thought that was a great like fun track, and maybe a way to maybe uplift like the sadness of the previous songs before. So it was a great way to go into the last two tracks of the record, which are the more acoustic and laid back tracks of the record, with White Shores and I Want to Disappear. White Shores, for example, it's slower at times, but then it picks up the pace, and it's a very anthemic, beautiful song, and it's again all about like letting go, or like sitting down and thinking of that loved one that is no longer in your life. And I Want to Disappear, it's the most acoustic track on the record, and again, the lyrics are just beautiful. I'm gonna read some of the lyrics for you guys. So it has, I have lost so much ground, start from the bottom of the hill, and we left it open-ended. Sometimes I just wanna spill. And anywhere you are, it's never that far from here. And all the things you'll feel them loud and clear. We're gonna grow apart, and that's just how it is. I know I still have your lust. I'm gonna soak it up, because I'm not sure if I love you. So this can be interpreted different ways, because I feel like it could sound like a love song, but not as much. And it's a beautiful track. And at the end, he says, that he's sure that he loves that person that he's lost. So this can be put into not just a loved one, but maybe like a partner, someone that you lose away. So a beautiful track and a great way to end this record. So I Want to Disappear, by the story so far, for me, I would say that this is the pop punk album of the year. Out of the pop punk albums I've listened to, and I've listened to a few and they're good, but I don't know, this one is just hits on everything: emotion, lyrics, the music is great, and I think that what they did in 28 minutes is just amazing. So I would recommend this album if you like pop punk, or if you are going through grief. I think this is a record that a lot of people can relate to with the subject matter. So I want to know from you, Couchers, what do you think of I Want to Disappear by the story so far? Comment down below what are your favorite tracks out of this pop punk record. And if you like the videos that I'm putting out, do not forget to give me a like and subscribe. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm to get to more people like yourself. So until next time, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.